Hello, gorgeous. I have another week of samples for you, or 2 weeks worth of samples from the hashtag 365 days of samples challenge that went on year before last, and I'm probably the only person still doing it, but I've got a lot of samples to get rid of, and I kind of find them fascinating too. Sometimes I find some real gems, sometimes I find some real duds. Usually I find that I don't have enough product to tell me much of anything, but it's worth it for the gems and the duds. And speaking of duds, first we have Garnier Whole Blends Gentle Shampoo, Oak Delicacy, Oat Milk and Rice Cream Extracts. Hydrates, smooths, and protects. So I had the shampoo and the conditioner. And yes, it got my hair clean. Yes, it rinsed out fairly easily, but it didn't give me any body really. It didn't give me any volume really. It was just kind of still flat and limp like it normally is. So it wasn't bad, but it didn't have any bells and whistles that were helpful to me personally. Next, I tried another one called Gloss Moderne. I think it's Moderne because it's got an E at the end of it. Clean Luxury Shampoo. Looks like this. Shampoo and conditioner. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I would say it was exactly the same as the other one. Except that it says called gloss, right? It did leave my hair a little more shiny, but likewise it was flat, didn't have a lot of volume, and so I wouldn't try either of those again. Okay, I tried 2 different facial cleansers here. One was the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Cloud Cream Cleanser. Gently removes makeup and impurities. Hyaluronic acid draws water vapor from the clouds to help lock in moisture with sodium pea, coconut oil, and marshmallow root extract, fragrance-free, ophthalmologist tested, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I used it to wash my face. It got my face clean. It rinsed off easily, but it didn't do anything special. Then I used the Korres Greek Yogurt Foaming Clean Cleanser, all skin types. And this reminded me of a Shiseido I used to use that I'm using a little sample of again right now. So you know how some of these foaming cleansers are clear or white and they're very liquidy. This one is more creamy, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it got my face clean. It rinsed off easily. I would say, though, that this one left my face more hydrated than this one that says it's going to leave my face hydrated. Sorry, it's just true. Okay, 2 serums. One is Clarins HydraQuench Intensive Serum Biphase. And I forgot, and I cut that one off at the top instead of sticking a pin in it, so it didn't last as long as it might have. But this one didn't really, and even though this was, you know, several days worth, it just didn't leave any impression whatsoever. This one, on the other hand, Caudalie Vinosource S.O.S.Thirst Quenching Serum. And this was a couple weeks worth. This one did seem to make a difference. I used this one at night before bed under anything else I happened to use. And this one did seem to be particularly hydrating. So I liked it, although I probably wouldn't repurchase it because I really am trying to get away from serums. I have 3 colognes. This is Bulgari Eau Parfumee Cologne Eau Vert. So this is green tea cologne. And I don't know if it smells like green tea, but it's very green and very citrusy smelling. So yeah, imagine leaves and lemons. That's sort of what you have here. And it's nice. It says it's perfume, not cologne, but it didn't last very long at all. And maybe that's the nature of citrus scents. I don't know. But I like it. I've always liked it. I used to have a full bottle of it, but I wouldn't repurchase it because it's just not my favorite. And I'm trying to get down to my favorites. One of which is Chanel Allure. And this is just the original Chanel Allure, and obviously a tiny sample. I have a bottle of it, so I will eventually repurchase it, but I love it. It's a floral, and it really is one of the few perfumes I believe you can wear year round, because it's just kind of, it's unlike anything else. I have a little spray perfume of, I believe this is new, Narciso, named after Narciso Rodriguez, and it was a little spray, and it just kind of, I mean, it was floral with a slight maybe spice to it, but it just wasn't, Narciso, you deserve better. It just wasn't quite extraordinary for me. You understand everything I say? I've got an extra fan going, y'all, and I'm sweating. Okay, I'm sorry. Air conditioner's on, ceiling fan's on, little fan is on, and I'm sweating. Sorry. Yeah, it's just everything I say. This is how it works for me. It might work for you, and in fact, I hope it works for you. But we're all different. We all have different body chemistry, and this one just, it was okay. That's all. I wouldn't buy it. Okay, and then I have 3 skin creams. First of all, La Prairie Cellular Eye Contour Cream. And for me, this was just okay. It didn't seem to set the world on fire. Beauty Bridge Anti-Aging Illuminating Eye Cream. This one also, see, it's kind of dirty there in the middle. That's because that's where my hole was that I stick in so it lasts longer. It also didn't set the world on fire. The only one that did was this third one, which is DHC Coenzyme Q10 Eye Cream. And when I stuck a pin in it, that lasted about a week and a half. This is the one that I could see a difference in, that it seemed to plump the area a little bit. It seemed to make the lines temporarily less visible, if that makes sense. The other two didn't really do that. I don't know what I expect from an eye cream anymore, except keeping the area moisturizing and maybe doing that, maybe making those lines a little less visible for a brief period. So that's it. That's another 2 weeks worth of samples. I'll be back next week or the following week with some more. Love y'all. Bye.